We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button till when you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Bbig stock. Vinco Ventures Inc. continues to pull downwards and is fighting to hold up above key support levels. And we're going to talk about some key levels here in the chart. But before we do, I would like to share with you guys the home run opportunities that were mentioned over at the Discord. It was phenomenal. Today's volatility was wild, but you're definitely going to want to stick around for everything going on here with 42 Vision, what the charts have to show, and what's going on with Bbig going into tomorrow and even next week. So the opportunities I mentioned this morning turned out to give realistic expectations, 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us and you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day turned out to be our SPY bot. Now, our SPY bot had sent out a bear indicator since yesterday at 6 p.m. and it rolled over into today, and at the bell the SPY continued to go lower and put options were up 4x to 10x within an hour, guys, and within the day it gave multiple opportunities to maximize on. And this is our new release and resource that allows us to have an edge within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going down or going up. And you can now join the members using this resource to maximize within the volatility, having that edge and clarity that they deserve and the edge and clarity that you deserve. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicators, getting connected to the SPY bot. We also have a QQQ bot and we have a Tesla bot on the way. It looks like we're going to release it this week and it's going to be awesome. And we have other bots on the way as well. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Bbig stock, Vinco Ventures Inc., and it's actually holding itself up pretty well, but it has broken through some key support levels that we talked about in yesterday's video, and the overall market was pulling downwards. It wasn't the only stock pulling downwards, but still something to watch, because if it continues, it can go ahead and go into much further weakness, right? So tomorrow is going to be key, the rest of this week, and even going into next week, there are some key levels here that we are going to touch base on. Now I'm going to pull up Ultimate 42 Vision, the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, and receiving the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. You can now gain access to this resource and join the members using this resource to have that edge and clarity within the volatility and maximizing in either direction. So here we have Bbig stock, Vinco Ventures Inc. under a bear indicator from yesterday at around $3.07, going to the aftermarket hours and today's pre-market, hitting lows here of about 280s, right? And we've talked about these key levels every single day as it's been trying to hold up. If it broke below this support here of 290s, that was going to be a key level pushing this downwards, and even $3, right? And then it actually held up above a key support down here of 285, but the stock is fighting here in this area, trying to stay above it, and it recently just hit about 286 and even lows here on the day of 283. So this is going to be very, very important going into tomorrow and even next week and the rest of this week in this bear indicator on the 30-minute and the overall picture. As I stated, it is moving way too much, way too quickly between bull and bear indicators. Same thing right here again. So we need to see this on the bigger picture, and I've stated that on the 4-hour we see here still some type of strength, but a bear indicator has popped up. So even though it is strong from way down here at 218 and it moved up, and it's above these resistance and supports here of 273, 275, give or take, it is still under a bear indicator here. And I stated that we are shifting back down into dark green with red borders. And if this went towards a red bar and it continued going lower, all this volatility did not matter, because this bear indicator is dominating the chart right now and it canceled out this bull indicator. Now, from the bigger picture from down here to here, yes, there's some strength here, but it does not signify that this strength is not going to dissipate if this bear indicator continues to put downward pressure. That means that we need to watch this carefully, look at these next support levels down at the 270s, then we got the 250s, and there's still strength from way down here at the 218 mark, but in the bigger picture of things, now it's gone into weakness. And if you look at the 30-minute, you could see the full picture of transitions when it comes to 42 vision, and we're going to look at that in just a moment. But let me pull up the 1 day, and here we have the 1 day still showing strength, right, in the bigger picture of things, since 231 went to highs here of 346, but these shifts here continuing to the downside. And as I stated, if these bars continue to get larger and they continue to follow this downward trend, and excuse my terrible drawing, but you guys get the gist of pulling downwards, then this could eventually transition into a red bar and probably even cancel out this bull indicator with a bear indicator popping up anywhere along these lines on the downward trend. And that's what we're watching here within the bigger picture. If not, if we do not see a bear indicator pop up, just like we talked here, that this could be a setup for the next bull run, and it was, and it turned out to show us that as things unraveled and this bull indicator still dominated the chart. That's what I'm watching for here, if we're setting up for the next bull run, or is this officially going to go into further weakness and put more pressure? Because we don't just have a bear indicator on the 30-minute, we have it on the 4-hour, and if it rolls over into the 1 day, this can continue to go lower, and it's going to be important. Now, the transitions that I talked about here that 42 vision is showing, well, every single time we hit white with red borders, there tends to be a reversal. Some are weaker than others, some are stronger than others, like it did here to here. And I've always stated, 42 vision isn't just about being able to catch the dip, but also seeing the rip or the quick transitions back down and the extra confirmations with the bull and bear indicators for us to be able to see clearly and have that edge of where the dip is and where the rip may end, right? It's not guaranteed, but it gives us that edge and clarity within the volatility. And let me just show you here another great example. So this is the dip area here, white with red borders. Full transition into red with green borders is the transition into further strength. You get dark green, and then this right here would be the rip area. That's the completion of a whole entire transition from the dip to the rip. And it went from 290s all the way up to 310. That was about almost a 5 to 10% plus jump. And then you got that bull indicator that jumped up here at 303, and it hit highs here of 316 the next day. So when you look at from this dip area to this rip area, the next transition from here, if it can't continue with bright green, is going into dark green with red borders. And then you get this consolidation here, trying to see if it can pull up. But if it transitions just to red bars, eventually we are going to get a bear indicator, extra layer of confirmation. You got it there. You get your red bars, and now we have a dip area again today in the morning in the pre-market, and that's our white with red borders. Hit lows here of 283 and ripped to 299, almost $3, rejected and pulled downwards. So every single time we hit white with red borders, we are in a dip area and it could possibly rip. Now, every single rip is not the same. Some are weaker than others, and some are stronger than others. So here we are with BBIG sitting sideways, slightly downward, and let's talk about supports here that I am watching. The first one here is obviously 283, give or take. I would just round that down to 280, which we've talked about before. And then the low here of 273. I think that is a key support level. If it gets broken through, this could go into further weakness. And then I would start watching from 273 all the way down to 250. Now to the upside, we want to see this break above 299, or better said $3, turn that into a support, break out from it, and get back up here towards 310, and then we can start talking about 315 and 320s way up there. But those are the key levels right now within the charts going into tomorrow. And to receive clarity within the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, our QQQ bot, and we're about to release our Tesla bot, and receiving the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. You can now gain access to this resource and join the members receiving this edge as well, and clarity within the volatility and maximizing on the opportunities, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. There's always an opportunity within the volatility. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.